Hey everyone, thanks for watching or clicking onto another video. Haven't made one in a little while. This one is gonna be unscripted and probably largely unedited. And I just wanted to share something I was listening to. So in the morning, oftentimes I listen to an audio Bible, a dramatized version. Sometimes I switch it up, versions or languages. And I have had the book of Daniel on repeat. I've been really listening to the book of Daniel again over and over, just really trying to not just learn it better, just recall sections faster. It just helps to build familiarity, the repetition, pick up on new details, etc. But what I've done is that the last maybe time or two, I just kind of let it run into the book of Hosea, which is a book I've read much less than I have Daniel. And so I came across this Hosea chapter 6, verse 6. And it's just, again, pulling it up from a digital Bible, and doing so because I don't have the NLT version. I was not listening to it in the NLT for the audio Bible. I was listening in Spanish, but it's interesting how it was rendered there, and this one catches it in a very similar way. So Hosea chapter 6, verse 6, it says, "I want you to show love, not offer sacrifices. I want you to know me more than I want burnt offerings." So what am I getting from this? What should you be getting from this? Well, it's not that there's something wrong with sacrifices and burnt offerings. It's that God desires something before that. Now, back in the days of the Old Testament, burnt offerings were necessary. The sacrifices, they were necessary. What they represented was necessary. So it's not that those were bad things to be done away with, but there is something that God desired more. I want you to show love. In other translations, it's loving kindness, which is something like loyal love. And it is really just elevated, like taken really, really genuinely. So the other part of this that I'm reading is, I want you to know me. Now in other translations, it renders that as the knowledge of God. So the knowledge of God is to know God. And it's interesting here that what God desires is for his people, for the world to know him, even more than burnt offerings. I don't know if this is gonna be seen, backwards on the camera or not, but to love someone else or God, to know someone else or God does require time. And just, man, from observations and experiences from interacting with people, people are very busy these days, and sometimes we joke around, just dust off the Bibles. That's a joke, but it's oftentimes literal. I've knocked on doors where people say, "Oh yeah, I've got 9 Bibles in the house," or "I got X amount of Bibles," and then we'll dialogue a little bit about the Bible, and they don't know the Bible. And so what God is desiring is for us to show love, and also for us to, just looking at the verse, for us to know him. So what do I want to do with this video? What are we, because I don't want to just share information. I want to, extend an invitation. You probably don't have a lot of free time. Find a way to make some. Time management. Pray to God for wisdom, discernment, so that you can have a more balanced life. So many of us are just too busy. Find time. The way you make a way for other things, make a way for this. And then get to know God. Get to know God. Whatever your concept was of him, the Bible teaches it's better. Get to know him, spend time, and then share that discovery with somebody else so that they too may know how good God is, that they may come to know him for who he really is. See you in the next video.